one courtroom, two defendants, and one decision that could change their lives forever. Faced with a final plea offer, they must choose between accepting years behind bars or risking everything before a jury. But as the judge presses for an answer, unexpected questions, hesitation, and rising tension turn this hearing into a courtroom showdown. Will they take the deal or gamble on a trial that could end in decades behind bars? Stay until the end. In the end, one defendant walked.
24. Your indictment alleges that you were previously convicted of the third-degree felony offense of stalking on June 11th of 2007. And after that was final, you were convicted of the third-degree felony offense of assault with bodily injury on a family member. And that's from October 22nd of 2010. What that means is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty and those two prior convictions are true, then you would be considered a habitual offender with a minimum punishment of 25 years up to 99 years or life in prison. Do you understand? And I have here on the computer a plea bargain rejection that has your signature on it with Mr. Parker's that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty. And that would be on count one only. To count one only, which is the second-degree felony aggravated assault that you're charged with. And it would be for a cap of 5 years in prison, which means you would be leaving your punishment up to me. I couldn't give you more than 5 years if I accepted that plea agreement. I could give you 5, I could give you less. It would depend on the information that was brought to me at a sentencing hearing. You have every right to reject that and have a jury decide if you're guilty or not, and then let them decide your punishment. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are if you go to trial and what your options are. And do you understand all of that?
Yeah. From what I was speaking with him, I didn't want to sign it until I spoke.
Okay.
Sign it, he's going to tell you that I was checked.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to speak with you to get a clear understanding.
Okay. All right. What do you not understand?
I wanted to get a clear understanding of speaking with you about it.
Okay.
Because there was somebody that pulled a gun on me.
So hang on. Here's the thing. I'm not going to talk to you about the facts of the case. All right. So that's what your attorney's for. That's what a jury's for.
All this information to the district attorney's office, and they're aware of all this stuff.
Okay. So Mr. Park, you've told him these things about what happened. He's told Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith's made his offer. You can either take it or let a jury decide. We're not going to negotiate. I'm not going to get into the negotiations because that's not the time to do it. I also don't want you to say anything on the record right now that would potentially hurt you later in a trial. Okay, so what I need to know is, do you want to accept that plea agreement for a cap of 5 years, or do you want to let a jury decide? If you didn't do it, that's what juries are for, right? Okay, so you can't, if you plead, here's the thing, if you want to plead guilty, you're going to swear under oath that you're telling the truth. I'm going to ask you the question, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Are you pleading guilty because you did it? If you didn't do it, then that's what a jury's for. So do you want to reject that offer and go to trial?
I was asking about the speedy trials.
So we do not have any type of backlog here in this court. Cases are getting tried as quickly as we can possibly try them every single week. So every trial gets as speedy trial as I can possibly give it. All right.
The reason why I said that, around people say they did it 2 years and counting with maybe some.
There are different things in different cases that cause them sometimes to go longer. Sometimes it's a different court. Sometimes it's just the facts of the case. Sometimes it's DNA. But I can assure you that we will do it as quickly as we possibly can. All right. So do you want to reject that offer and go to trial, or do you want to accept the offer?
In between now and whenever it's
I don't get to. No, here's the thing. After today, if you place your case on the trial docket, my trial docket isn't somewhere where I put cases so that there's some more negotiation or you get a lesser deal later. Today's the day if you want to take a deal. If you don't, if it's on the trial docket, your choices are either going to be to plea open to me or to take it to trial, because that's how I keep my trial docket moving so that it doesn't get too big and people aren't waiting on trial for a long time. Mr. Smith, is there any reason to believe that that offer would change? Okay, so the offer is what it is. Take it or leave it. What do you want to do?
I'll take it. Well,
I want to make sure you understand what you're going to do and say on the record to however.
Yes.
Okay?
there's no, so I might as well take.
Now, there's no might as well take it. Either you did it and you're guilty of it, or you let a jury decide. You're not going to stand in front of me and say, I didn't do it, but I'm just going to take a deal. It doesn't work that way. I can't allow you to do that. Go talk to your attorney about it and y'all let me know what you want to do. I'll hold it for now. Right, so are you Herbert Kane? Is your name Herbert Kane?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to take judicial notice in Mr. Kane's file. Mr. Kane was evaluated for competency to stand trial by Dr. Rapon. I've received that report dated August 13th of 2024. Dr. Rapon made the finding that Mr. Kane is currently competent to stand trial. Is there any other evidence with regard to competency, Mr. Parker?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Malfino? Then at this time, I am going to find that Mr. Kane is competent to stand trial. Mr. Kane, you're charged by indictment with the offense of assault on a peace officer, and that is from April 3rd of 2024. And what that means is if you go to trial and a jury finds you guilty, the range of punishment is between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand what could happen if you go to trial and you're found guilty?
I understand, but can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If I got, I guess, approached for camping out, but I wasn't there overnight. I just came back from the store.
So here's the thing, what happened surrounding this offense or what they've charged you with, that's information for your lawyer. And if for some reason if you believe you're not guilty, then that's what a jury's for, and we can let your case go to a jury. That's what we're going through. So it looks like the state has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a 5-year term in prison. You have every right to reject that. Let a jury decide 2 things. The first is to decide if you're guilty or not. And then if they find you guilty, then they can decide what your punishment is. Do you understand?
I understand, but as far as it being my first offense, I don't even get
Here's the thing. Well, here's the thing. The offer is, I don't get involved in the negotiations. That's not part of my job. So the state has made their offer. If you want to take it, you can take it. If you don't, then you let a jury decide. And so I just want to make sure you understand, if you go to a jury, what your options are today and what your consequences could be if you go in front of a jury.
And Your Honor, I've discussed these facts that concerns he's had with Mr. Nichols and explained to him the situation after he's had evaluated. I've again talked about the offer, and Mr. Nichols has remained steadfast on the offer that he's made previously, which is the offer today.
Okay.
Just so that you're aware, it's not his first offense. He was actually before you in 2018.
Okay.
So they think for
Burglary of a building, it sounds like.
the state jail felony was
Mm-hmm.
it was dismissed.
I've gone over it.
Okay. So it doesn't appear that it was dismissed, but I just want to make sure now we're talking about this case. The offer is what the offer is from the district attorney's office. So you either take it or you go to jury trial.
I don't have a felony on my case as far as what she says about
Look, regardless of that doesn't change. Even if you had it, it doesn't change the punishment in this one. Okay. That can be figured out by your attorney very easily if you have one or not. So I just need to know if you want to take the 5 years on this case, or if you want to go let a jury decide.
Might I ask her a question?
No, you cannot ask her a question.
I was trying to see if that was a felony or not.
It's a state jail felony. Burglary of a building is what,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
It was a felony conviction with county jail time, so he may misunderstand that he is already a convicted felon.
okay. So it sounds like you got a 1244, which means you got a state jail felony conviction, but you did your time in the Jefferson County Jail. So you do have that state jail felony conviction, even though you did your time in the county jail. That's what the paperwork looks like.
So I got 1244A.
Mhm.
Okay, but from what I understood, it got dismissed.
It did not get dismissed.
So 1244A is not reduced.
It's where you do your punishment in county jail. And I go over all of that with anyone who's in front of me. So I'm sure I did the same with you.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a state jail felony conviction, but we're going to stop talking about that because it doesn't matter right now.
I was attempting to find out because I ended up going to Judge Clint Woods for like.
That's misdemeanor court.
Exactly, for the reduction of.
Listen, it doesn't matter. Whatever that prior is or is not, does not matter on this case right now. This case that you're charged with, second degree felony, assault on a peace officer. The district attorney's office has made an offer of 5 years. Take it or go to trial. The prior is not what is enhancing you. It's not changing this. The offer is what the offer is. Do you want it or do you want to let a jury decide?
How much back time?
I've discussed that with him this morning, Judge.
Okay.
He has approximately 100 days.
So hang on a second.
Jail.
You're asking me questions that your attorney has already gone over. Listen, don't talk over me. Listen and don't talk for a minute because I don't think you've been listening to Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker sounds like has explained everything to you. He's asked the clerk. She has figured out your time, how much credit you have. I don't know how much time. He doesn't know how much time you would actually do on a 5-year sentence because it depends on parole and good time and all of that and how you behave in prison. It's a 5-year sentence. You would be eligible for parole after a quarter of it. That's all we can tell you. And he can tell you how much credit you have. But it's just eligibility for parole. We don't know when you're really going to make it. If you do, that's up to you and how you behave. I need to know if you want to take that or if you want to go to trial. So what do you want to do?
Can I ask you another question?
Sure.
So you said a quarter of it I'll be eligible for parole.
Mm-hmm.
But he said I have 100, you know what I'm saying, 100 days.
Yeah.
Back time. So
Okay.
I already did like 6 months now and I got 100 days back time.
So here's the thing. I went to law school because I'm not good at math. I have no idea. Well, do the math. I don't know. I mean, it's a quarter of 5 is
About a year and
3/4.
about a year and 3 months.
So you know.
I was trying to make sure.
We're not here for a math test. Do you want to take the deal or do you not want to take the deal?
He asked me today, Judge, if he would get out if he took the deal. And I said, you will not get out
No,
today.
you don't get out today. You got to go get your number and do all the stuff. Mr. Parker's answered all this. I got other stuff to do. Do you want to take the deal or do you not want to take the deal? It's not going to be on the table after today. If you reject this offer today, I'll set your case for trial and this offer will be off the table. I want to make sure you understand that as well. I don't accept plea agreements once I put your case on the trial docket. So what do you want to do?
We can take it to trial.
Okay. So we'll put your case. You understand that I'm not going to take this 5-year deal and it's not going to get any better after today. You understand that, right?
How could it not get better?
Because I'm telling you it's not going to get better. I'm not going to accept a plea agreement for less than 5 years after today because I don't play with my trial docket and just put cases on it. So somebody thinks, well, if I make it last a little longer, maybe I'll get a better deal later. This is your deal today. If you don't want this deal, that's fine. It's either going to have a jury decide, which is fine, or the deal is going to be higher, not lower. Do you understand? And I'm not doing this to just for everybody on the trial docket. If you want a jury to decide, fine. You want the 5 years? Take it today because after today, 5 years is gone. What you want to do?
Let's see. So you pretty much told me in so many words that you weren't going to allow me to beat my case.
No, I'm completely going to allow you to beat your case. If you want to take it to a jury, 100%, we're going to get it set for trial and you'll be up for trial whenever the next available trial docket is. And a jury can decide if you're guilty or not. And if you're guilty, then they can sentence you to whatever they think is appropriate. So absolutely, I'm telling you that you can try to beat your case. I just want you to understand that if you think you're putting it on the trial docket to buy some time to get a better deal, and then you want to plead guilty later, That's not going to happen.
I'm saying if anything, he used excessive force, and it's not necessary. So
Well-
I have to be a retaliation for public service.
We're not negotiating. Mr. Kane, we're not negotiating. You and I aren't negotiating today. The negotiation's done. Do you want the 5 years or do you want a trial?
You say the trial will be within like a year.
I have no idea when it'll be. It'll be the initial, I mean, it just goes on the trial docket with everything else. And as soon as it comes up, if it's number one that day, it goes. It depends on how old the cases are. It depends if somebody's in custody. It depends what type of case it is. So I can't guarantee you when your trial will be. I would like to think it would be, but no, a year or less, but I can't for sure tell you that. We're doing really good with moving trials, do the best we can, but I can't tell you for sure when that would be.
Question, but one more question, and I'll let you know. On a burglary on a.
We're not going back to that. Just let me know. We're not, no,
This was a chain on the door.
we're not going back to a burglary.
The witness here,
Okay. Do you want the deal on this one or do you want to go to trial?
huh?
Do you want the deal on this one or do you want to go to trial? We're not talking about the other case again.
What's it to do?
All right. I'll hold it while y'all go. You need to do the paperwork with Mr. Parker this morning and then I'll take care of it in a few minutes.
You know, plead not guilty?
No, if you're not, no. If you plead not guilty, then you go to trial. You're either going to say you did it or you didn't do it.
Oh, I didn't do it.
If you didn't do it, then we're going to set your case for trial. So we're going to put your case on the trial docket. And so, Mr. Kane, Mr. Parker has been appointed to represent you. He's one of the attorneys who handles a lot of cases for me as a court-appointed lawyer. If with your permission, I can release him and I can appoint another attorney today who can start getting ready for trial a little quicker. Is that okay with you?
Could I ask Mr. Dillon?
You're going to get who I give you.
I was just asking if he was on that case.
You're going to get whoever is on next up on the list. So it's probably not going to be him. Okay. He's not on our list anymore. Yeah. All right. So do you want to keep Mr. Parker or can I give you another attorney?
Okay, another.
Okay. Mr. Parker's released. We'll give you another attorney. You can go back with the bailiff.
Away from the plea deal to let a jury decide his fate, while another ultimately accepted the state's final offer after intense courtroom questioning. The hearing proved that every word, every choice, and every second inside a courtroom can change a person's future forever. When justice hangs in the balance, the hardest verdict is often the decision made before the trial even begins. If you enjoyed this courtroom breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and watch our next courtroom case to see how the next legal battle unfolds.